Hi, I'm Brigham Larson with Brigham Larson Pianos, and the purpose of this video is to talk about brand comparison for new pianos. There are old refurbished pianos or older rebuilt pianos, but there are great reasons to look at those pianos as well, but that's not the purpose of this video. Now I'm talking about brand new pianos and how to compare brands. Now, I'll start out by saying ultimately what has to happen is the piano is a medium of art. It's something that has to ultimately move your soul. That's the purpose of the piano. So, in my opinion, brand is kind of a superfluous, kind of extraneous thing to look at. It matters, kind of, but again, this has to do it for you. It has to touch you. You have to love the way it feels, love the way it sounds, and yes, there are other practical concerns as well, but that's ultimately what it comes down to. So, that said, that out of the way, let's talk about brand comparison. Okay, there are in the modern piano market, I would characterize pianos as excellent, very good, and good. And that's it. There really is no room anymore in the market. There used to be. There used to be low-end, medium, and high. But there's just no more room in the market for low-end anymore. While the quality of the high-end has continued to increase a little bit, and I do believe that in today's market, there has never been a better era for piano building, and the quality does continue to increase on that high end. However, what's happened on the low end is you have a real collapsing from beneath. So you have no more room in the market for low end, for poor quality pianos, and you have the very basic, very least expensive, cheapest mass-produced pianos. They are at least good, and they really, really are. And then you have the middle grade, and then those luxury pianos. My recommendation is that if your priority is you're looking strictly for the least expensive piano possible, or you're looking for a beautiful piece of furniture, then that entry level or the good pianos would be sufficient. They're going to be just as pretty from a furniture standpoint as the high end, or pretty close to it. From when it comes down to actually playing it as an instrument, it'll do the job relatively well. Conversely, on the opposite end of the spectrum, you have the high end. These pianos are generally quite expensive, but if your priority is premium quality, like I said a minute ago, there is no better era to be buying a brand new piano than today. They're phenomenal. They're just unbelievable. So that's all about performance, and be prepared to spend a lot of money. Then you have the middle ground, and in my opinion, if done right, you can find a piano that really, really plays well, really sounds good, and frankly, in many respects, has a lot in common with that high end from a functional standpoint, from a touch and tone standpoint, but has, from a price standpoint, has a lot in common with that entry level, the good pianos. So that, for a lot of people that want a nice instrument but are still very price conscious, that middle ground, the very good pianos, that's a great place to be. Okay. Then about educating yourself. My first recommendation there is this book here. This guy, Larry Fine, he writes this book called Piano Buyer. It's geared towards people that are looking to purchase a piano, the Piano Buyer. Lots of articles in it. It talks about every brand that's manufactured today. It talks about the history. It talks about various aspects of different brands. It talks about recommended pricing. It has a rankings guide, which I know that Larry, I've known Larry for years, and he's an awesome guy. I know that he feels like that rankings thing is often what his book gets boiled down to. There's so much more, and I agree. I myself have gleaned so much from this book. I couldn't recommend it more highly in educating yourself. And then Piano World is another great place to go. Piano World is a forum where you can go, you can type in any query that you want, and chances are there's a thread that has talked about your very question, and you can read through that thread. You can get opinions from all over the map. It's kind of a no-holds-barred kind of forum where people can just say whatever. So a lot of it is, most of it is very good advice from people that are just passionate. These people are, they live and eat, sleep, breathe pianos, and they love to talk about it, and you can just glean lots of information from Piano World. Okay, then the final thing that I would recommend is find a good, competent, experienced technician. Technicians are the ones who are up to their eyeballs in piano guts day in, day out. They know comparisons. Now, not all technicians will have experience with brand new. A lot of them will have experience with certain brands brand new, but not others. They'll all have experience with older pianos, with turn-of-the-century pianos, with mid-century pianos, with spinets, with large uprights, with grands of all sizes, and they'll have good opinions that can be very informative, instructive on this otherwise very difficult to navigate industry. And if you can even find more than one technician to get advice from, then all the better. I couldn't emphasize that enough, that it's the people who are working on them that know what they're talking about, and that can really compare the ins and outs, the makings of the instrument. So I hope that's been informative and helpful in how to educate yourself on this, again, like I said, kind of tricky to navigate industry. Thanks for watching.